In 2020, we had 50 billion devices connected to the internet. In 2025, we're going to have 75 billion devices connected to the internet. So it's growing. The blockchain has a different story because the blockchain is a very specific used, and it's actually being tainted by the cryptocurrency. Everybody thought about it because of the cryptocurrency. I can print money in my basement, and that was.
Since you have been, professor from the last 20 years, and you have seen, the hype changing every single time, blockchain, right. IoT. So how is your experience? Like, do you think the hype of IoT and blockchain a little bit decreasing over the years? Do you think that, like, the engineers who maybe are thinking of studying that, should they not focus on that? Should they only focus on what the hype is for? For example, AI, maybe a little bit of engineering. What do you think? How can a student decide their major better in terms of computer science? Because there's so many fields and it's hard to decide.
Okay, so that's a very good question. If you look at the technologies that we went through, there's always a big question about it. Okay, so now we start talking about cloud computing. Cloud computing is still there. Certification is still there. People hiring for cloud computing. Actually, cloud computing is the reason for us to still stay in business or stayed in business during the pandemic, because the Zoom and all these companies using cloud computing. And then we move to Internet of Things. And Internet of Things is with us. I mean, your smartphone is the first internet device. In 2020, we had 50 billion devices connected to the internet. In 2025, we're going to have 75 billion devices connected to the internet. So it's growing. The blockchain has a different story because the blockchain is a very specific used, and it's actually being tainted by the cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency just changed or corrupted the vision people about blockchain. Blockchain is a distributed ledger, and it's only used for specific reasons, for a specific application. But everybody thought about it because of the cryptocurrency. I can print money in my basement, and that was what everybody thought about the cryptocurrency. I have my own cryptocurrency, Banafa coin, and nobody's buying it because it has no value, and I have about $500 billion of it. I have it, created that. But that shows you that when you get to that point, you start questioning something like this, and it makes no sense. Now, let's talk about how AI, if somebody would like to go to computer science, my advice to my student always is, you have to go to a field and a topic that you feel that you're gonna love, and you're going to do it not just because of the money. Money is good, and everybody needs money. There is no question about it. I'm not asking people to work for free. What I'm saying is you have to go to that field knowing that you would really want to learn it. And the important thing for developers, engineers, anybody in the STEM field here, is they have to have the ability to adapt. Because adaptability is one of the skills that you have to learn over time. I guarantee you that none of the engineers that you know, and I know that they started one position with their degree, they're not on the same position. They change somewhere in the middle, and they're doing something completely different from the starting point. And why they're doing this, why they are settled there, because they felt that this is what's good for them. You heard about the term executive MBA, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I did.
It's for engineers.
Yes.
Why? Because they become managers. We don't have executive engineering for business. We don't have that. We have it for engineering, because after a while, when you're an engineer, when you are somebody who came from computer science or or a science background, you're going to end up managing people. You need this kind of management background. So being flexible on how to change if the industry change is very important. Today we have the AI is taking the world by storm. It could be 5 years, it could be 10 years. My next vision for this one, we might hear about quantum computing. Quantum computing could be the next wave we're going to look at. And quantum computing has a bigger impact than the AI, bigger impact than the others, because if we have quantum computing, we're talking about high speed, calculations. A lot of things going to change in our life. And it's still expensive, it's still complicated, but it's not impossible. And it has the same story as the AI, because it's not a new technology. It's been there for years. It's just too expensive to do it. Don't go and chase the trends, or chase, the hype, or chase what my friend or that friend is. Don't do that. Ask yourself, do I feel comfortable with that field? And if you felt comfortable with it, you're going to succeed, even if the AI disappeared, because it can change. There's no question.